Welcome children. Today I am dealing with some numericals on electricity based on the topic resistors in series and parallel. So first one, draw a schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells. This battery consisting of 3 cells and each cell is of how much potential difference? 2 volt potential difference, and a 5 ohm resistor, a 8 ohm resistor, a 12 ohm resistor and a plug key all connected in series. So we have to draw a diagram, circuit diagram consisting of which all things? 3 cells of 2 volt each, then a 5 ohm resistor, 8 ohm resistor and a 12 ohm resistor as well as a plug key all connected in series. And we know that what is series combination? That means the end-to-end connection. The end-to-end combination of components is called a series combination. That is, to the end of one component we are connecting the other component. The end-to-end connection can be called a series combination. So here we have to connect all these devices in series. So first of all we have a battery of 3 cells. So a single cell means it is having a positive as well as negative terminal. So battery means more than one cell. So more than one cell can be called as a battery. So here how many cells are there? 3 cells are there and each one is of 2 volt. Okay. So first of all I am drawing a battery consisting of how many cells? 3 cells. So one cell, second cell, then third cells. So we have 3 cells and each one is of how much volt? 2 volt. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 it becomes 6 volt. So this battery is of 6 volt. Then we have a 5 ohm resistor. So you can connect a 5 ohm resistor here. So everything in series only. Okay. So first of all I am drawing a 5 ohm resistor. So this is a 5 ohm resistor. So we can mark it here as 5 ohm. The next one we have another one 8 ohm resistor. So we have a 8 ohm resistor here. Its value is 8 ohm. The next one we have a 12 ohm resistor. So we have a 12 ohm resistor. Okay. Then we have a plug key. That means we have to connect a closed key. So only when the key is closed, current will pass. So we can put a dot here. Okay. Closed key. So all connected in series. So we have to connect this one now. So this is the circuit diagram consisting of which all things? 3 cells of 2 voltage. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 becomes how much? 6 volt. So this is a 6 volt battery. Then a plug key. Then we have 5 ohm resistor, 8 ohm resistor and 12 ohm resistor. Everything connected in series. So series means end to end connection. To the end of this resistor, suppose this is the 5 ohm resistor. So this is a 5 ohm resistor. Then to the end of this 5 ohm resistor we are connecting which one? This 8 ohm resistor. So this is the 8 ohm resistor. Next to the end of 8 ohm resistor we are connecting which one? 12 ohm resistor. And this end to end connection can be called as which one? Series combination. So here it is a series combination of resistors. So this is the circuit diagram. Second problem. So this is actually the continuation of first problem itself. In the first problem we already did a circuit diagram. The same circuit diagram is here itself. Okay. So in the same circuit diagram, if we put an ammeter to measure current, so we know that ammeter measures which quantity? Current. So if we are putting an ammeter in the same circuit to find which one? To find current through these resistors. And similarly we are putting an voltmeter to measure which one? Potential difference. Because this voltmeter measures which quantity? Potential difference. And this voltmeter we are connecting to measure potential difference across which one? 12 ohm resistor. Okay. Then what would be the readings in the ammeter and voltmeter? So we have to find the readings in ammeter as well as voltmeter. So reading in ammeter means ammeter measures which quantity? Current, total current. So we have to find current. So we have to find current. That means ammeter measures which quantity? Current. And similarly we have to find which one? Voltmeter reading. This voltmeter will measure which quantity? Potential difference. So we have to find potential difference across which one? Across this 12 ohm resistor using this voltmeter. Okay. So first of all we have to connect which one? This ammeter as well as voltmeter in this circuit. So for that we know that in the case of series combination of resistors, so whenever resistors are in series, current remains same through all the resistors. So this through 5 ohm resistor as well as through 8 ohm resistor as well as through 12 ohm resistor, current is same. Okay. That means this current remains same through all this circuit, or we can say this ammeter measures total current in the circuit. Okay, so we have to find out which one, the total current through the circuit, and this current remains same through all the resistors. But next one we have to measure which one, potential difference across which one, 12 ohm resistor. But we know that this 6 volt is the total potential difference across the whole circuit. Okay, this 6 volt represents the total potential difference across the whole circuit, and this each resistor will be having different potential difference because it is in series. So whenever these components, resistors are in series combination, this potential difference is different for each resistors. Okay, but only current remains same. So we have to find which one, potential difference across which resistor, 12 ohm resistor. So first of all we have to connect which one, ammeter. This ammeter is always connected in series to a circuit. We already studied. So ammeter is always connected in series to a circuit. That means end-to-end connection. So what I am doing is, I am connecting this ammeter here. So you can connect here also, or you can connect here, or anywhere you can connect. So I am connecting here. Ammeter symbol is which one, A. So I am connecting an ammeter in series to the circuit. That is end-to-end connection. And here we can see negative of the cell. So this is the negative of the cell. That means near to the negative of the cell, we have to put negative of which one, ammeter. So this next side will be which one, positive. Okay. So now I connected which one, ammeter in series to the circuit. Next what I have to connect, I have to connect a voltmeter, and this voltmeter measures which one, potential difference across which one alone, 12 ohm resistor alone. So what I am doing is, I am connecting an voltmeter, this 12 ohm I am writing here. So I am connecting an voltmeter across which one alone, across this 12 ohm resistor alone. So this is the voltmeter, okay, and here also this positive side is coming near to this end of this voltmeter. So this side will be positive. So always this positive side will be connected to the positive of the cell. Similar in the case of which one also, ammeter also. Okay, so this positive, and this, what about this side, this may be negative. Okay, so now I connected ammeter and voltmeter, and here this ammeter measures the total current in the circuit, and this voltmeter measures which one, potential difference across which one alone, 12 ohm resistor. And this 6 volt is the total potential difference in the circuit. Don't confuse with this 6 volt and this voltmeter reading. And this voltmeter measures only which one, potential difference across 12 ohm resistor. And this 6 volt is the total potential difference across the whole circuit. Okay. So now we can do. So first of all we have to find which one, current. So total current through the circuit. So total current, we have the formula from Ohm's law. I equals V by R. So total current I equals V by R. Okay, and here V indicates total potential difference. Total potential difference is how much here? 6 volt. So this V means how much? 6 volt. And this R indicates total effective resistance. And here we know that this 5 ohm, 8 ohm and 12 ohm are in series. So now we have to find which one, net effective resistance in the case of series combination. Okay, suppose I am taking R is the effective resistance of the combination. So whenever resistors are in series, so how we are finding this effective resistance? So we have to add all these resistances. That means R equals R1 plus R2 plus R3. Suppose this one I am taking as R1, and this one R2, and this one R3. So how will you find R? R equals R1 plus R2 plus R3, because all the resistors are in series. So simply we have to add all these resistance values. That is equivalent to here 5 plus 8 plus 12. So you will be getting 25 ohm. So this 25 ohm is the effective resistance of the whole circuit. The effective resistance of whole circuit is given by how much here? 25 ohm. And this V equals 6 volt is the total potential difference. Now we have to substitute for this current. So we have I equals, formula is total current I equals V is how much? 6 divided by 25. And nothing will be cancelled here. So you can put it like this itself. Otherwise you can convert it to decimal also. So we can write like this, 6 by 25. What is the unit? Ampere. So this is the which one? Ammeter reading. Because ammeter will measure which quantity? Current. So we can write here as ammeter reading equals. So ammeter reading equals how much? 6 by 25 ampere. This unit is very, very important. So you have to put the unit there. Okay. Now next step what you have to find? We have to find the voltmeter reading. This voltmeter will measure which quantity? It measures the potential difference across which one alone? 12 ohm resistor. So this first part over now. So this current we measured, and next one potential difference we have to measure, and this potential difference across which one we have to find out? 12 ohm resistor. And here this V indicates which one? Total potential difference. And suppose I am taking this potential difference across this 12 ohm as V3. Here we have R1. Since potential difference across R1, simply I am taking V1. No need here for this problem. And here for R2 I am taking potential difference as V2. And similarly for R3 I am taking as V3. But suppose if I am keeping V itself, means we will be getting confused, because this V indicates which one? Total potential difference. That is 6 volt. And here V3 I am representing for which one? Potential difference across which quantity? This 12 ohm resistor. Okay. And V3 equals, so we have Ohm's law formula, V equals I into R. So I into R. Okay. So we can substitute here. And since this is a series combination, current is same through all the resistors. So I can put here I itself. I into R, resistance. Which resistance I am taking here? 12 ohm. That is R3. So I am putting here as R3. Okay. That is equivalent to, what is I here? So I is 6 by 25. So 6 by 25 into what is R3? 12. R3 resistance is 12. Now it is equivalent to 12 into 6, you will be getting 72 divided by 25. So either you can put it like this, okay, we can write as this much volt, or we can divide and substitute into which will convert into decimal, okay. So 72 divided by 25. So 2, 50, 22, 8. So 2.88. So we will be getting the answer as 2.88 volt. So this is the potential difference across which one? 12 ohm resistor alone. But what about the 6 volt? The 6 volt is the total potential difference across the circuit. Okay. Third problem. Given R1 equals 10 ohm. So this is R1. So R1 equals 10 ohm. R2 equals 40 ohm. R3 equals 30 ohm. Then R4 equals 20 ohm. R5 equals 60 ohm. And a 12 volt battery is connected here. Okay, is connected to the circuit. Then we have to find the total resistance and total current through the circuit. So we have to find the total resistance as well as total current passing through the circuit. Okay. So first of all we have to find the total resistance. Okay. So see here. So we can see that this R1 and R2 are connected between two common terminals. That means these two are in parallel combination. So whenever two or more resistors are connected between two common terminals. This here A, suppose I am taking A and B. So this A and B are the two common terminals, and we are connecting these two resistors in between these two terminals. That means these two are in parallel. Okay. Suppose I am taking, let R dash be the effective resistance of which all resistances? R1 and R2. Okay, R1 and R2. So I am taking this R dash as the effective resistance of which all things? R1 and R2. And now this R1 and R2 are connected in which combination? Parallel combination. Both are in parallel combination because they are connected between two common terminals. Okay, and we know that when two resistors are in parallel, so how will you find effective resistance? Suppose here I am taking R dash is the effective resistance. So I am writing as 1 by effective resistance. That means 1 by R dash. Okay. So here R dash is the effective resistance. So how will you write this net effective resistance? 1 by R dash. Reciprocal of effective resistance is equivalent to which one? 1 by R1 first resistance plus 1 by second resistance 1 by R2. So since these two resistors are in parallel, so how will you write effective resistance? 1 by effective resistance is equivalent to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, that is equivalent to 1 by, what is R1 value? 10. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by, what is R2 value? 40. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 40. That is equivalent to, I am taking LCM 10 and 40. LCM is taken as 40. So 40, and this 40 by 10 is 4. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 plus again here 40 by 40 is 1, 1 into 1 is 1. So I am getting 5 by 40. So this 5 by 40 is which one? 1 by r dash. Don't get confused. This is not the answer. Okay. So 1 by r dash is equivalent to how much? 5 by 40. So from this what we have to find out? R dash. That means effective resistance is r dash. So r dash equals, here also take reciprocal, 40 by 5. That means how much? 8. So this 8 ohm is the effective resistance of which all things? This R1 and R2. So we didn't find out the total effective resistance. Now we found out only which one effective resistance of R1 and R2. What is that value? 8 ohm. Now again we have to find which one effective resistance of R3, R4 and R5. So next step. So next one we are finding effective resistance of which all things? Let suppose I am taking R double dash. R double dash is the effective resistance of which all things? R3, R4, R5. R3, R4 and R5. Now what is the values of R3, R4 and R5? So R3 value is given as 30. So R3 is 30 ohm. Okay. And R4 is 20 ohm. 20 ohm. R5 is 60 ohm. Okay. So now suppose I am taking R double dash. So this one I am taking is R dash. Okay. That is effective resistance of R1 and R2. Now this R double dash. Okay. I have to give some name. No. That is why I am giving as R double dash. So R double dash is the effective resistance of R3, R4 and R5. And here also suppose I am taking these two terminals as C and D. And here we are connecting this R3, R4 and R5 between two common terminals. That means these three are in parallel now. Okay. So now how will you find effective resistance? 1 by effective resistance 1 by R double dash equals 1 by R2 plus, not R2, R3. 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. Now you have to substitute the values. So that is equivalent to 1 by, what is R3 value? 30 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. That is equivalent to, so the LCM, that is 60. 60 is the LCM. Okay. So 60 by 30 becomes 2. 2 into 1 is 2. Plus 60 by 20 is 3. So 3 into 1, 3. Plus 60 by 60 is 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. That is equivalent to 6 by 60. So 6 by 60 is how much? 1 by R double dash. And what we need to find out? R double dash. Take the reciprocal. So R double dash, take the reciprocal. R double dash equal to, take the reciprocal here also. 60 by 6, that is equivalent to how much? 10 ohm. So this 10 ohm is the effective resistance of R3, R4 and R5. Okay. Now instead of these two, this diagram, so what I can put now? So here effective resistance of R1 and R2 is how much? We got as 8 ohm. So instead of this one, I am connecting another one single resistance. Another one single resistance of how much? Because effective resistance of R1 and R2 is given as 8 ohm. So I can write here as 8 ohm. Okay. Because effective resistance of R1 and R2 is equivalent to how much? 8 ohm. Okay. So instead of that 3 resistors, I can substitute here as how much? 8 ohm. Now here also this R double dash is the effective resistance of which one? R3, R4 and R5. So instead of these 3 resistors, I can connect another one resistor. Another one resistor having how much value? So what is effective resistance here? 10 ohm. So this is R dash, and this one is R double dash. So now we got here as R dash equals 8 ohm and another one resistor R double dash equals how much? 10 ohm. But these two resistors are now in end-to-end connection. That means series combination. So they are not in parallel. These are end-to-end connection because to the end of this resistor we are connecting one ammeter, and to the end of the ammeter we are connecting a key, and to the end of the key we are connecting another one resistor. That means here this end-to-end connection. That means these two are now in which one? Which combination? Series combination. So final effective resistance. So final effective resistance. So that one I am taking simply as R. R equals how we can find? Simply we can add R dash and R double dash. That is equivalent to 10 plus 8. How much? 18 ohm. So this 18 ohm is the effective resistance of this circuit. So this final resistance, or we can say total effective resistance of this whole circuit is how much? 18 ohm. Okay. Now here what is potential difference given here? V equals 12 volt, and they are asking one more thing. We have to find total current in the circuit. That means ammeter reading. This ammeter will measure total current. How will you find total current? From Ohm's law formula, I equals V by R. That is equivalent to what is V here? 12 divided by what is R? 18. So you will be getting 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 ampere. So this is the current. That is ammeter measures how much current? 2 by 3 ampere. Total current through the circuit is given by 2 by 3 ampere. Okay. Fourth problem. A battery of 9 volt is connected in series with resistors of 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and a 12 ohm respectively. So we are connecting a battery of 9 volt in series with all these resistors, and we have to find how much current will flow through 12 ohm resistor. So we have to find the current flowing through 12 ohm resistor. So here it is given that all these resistors are in series. Suppose I am drawing all these resistors. So this is 0.2 ohm and another one resistor 0.3 ohm and next one 0.4 ohm and again next one 0.5 ohm and next one is 12 ohm. It is connected to which one? A battery of how much? 9 volt. So it is connected to a battery of 9 volt and maybe a key is there. Okay, and if we want to measure current, we have to connect which one? Ammeter. So I am connecting an ammeter here. The negative is coming here, means you have to put negative here. Okay, right? Like this. Okay, so what we have to find? We have to find how much current would flow through 12 ohm resistor. Through this 12 ohm resistor, how much current will pass? And we know that here all these resistors are in series. That means end-to-end connection. And I told you, whenever resistors are in series, current is same through all the resistors. So what we have to do here is we have to find the total current. That is what this ammeter is measuring. So we have to find this total current, and that same current is flowing through all these resistors. Okay. So in order to find this total current, first of all we have to find the total effective resistance, because here all these resistors are in series. Suppose I am taking R, capital R. So R is the total effective resistance of all these resistances. Okay, so that is given by R equals, all these are in series only, so we can simply add all these resistances. That means 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 plus 12. So when you are adding all these things, you will be getting 13.4 ohm. So this is the total effective resistance. The meaning is, so instead of all these 5 resistances, we can simply substitute with another one resistor, and that resistor is having how much value now? 13.4. So I am substituting with another one effective resistor, and this resistor is having a resistance value of how much? That is R is equivalent to how much? 13.4 ohm. That is the meaning, because all these resistors are in series, and simply I am adding all these resistances to give the effective resistance. So instead of all these resistors, I can substitute with another one resistor having value how much? 13.4 ohm. Now what is the potential difference given here? It is given as 9 volts. So V equals 9 volt. And what we have to find out? The current through 12 ohm resistor. That means the current through all the resistors is same only. So in the case of series combination. Okay. So how will you find current here? So I equals, formula is V by R. V by R. That is equivalent to, what is V here? 9 divided by what is R? 13.4. So we cannot cancel anything. So simply what we are doing is just to remove the decimal and I am writing there. Okay, that means it is equivalent to. So here after decimal we have one digit. So we can multiply by which one here? 0 in the numerator. So I am writing here as 90 by 134. 90 by 134. And here we can cancel with 2. Okay, so when you are cancelling with the 2, we will be getting 45. And here 67. So I will be getting 45 divided by 67. So we can write like this itself. Okay, this much. What we are finding now? Current. Okay, so it's 45 by 67 ampere. So this is the final answer. Okay, so in physics we don't want to convert this into decimal and all. Simply whatever we are getting in fraction, we can put it like this. Suppose if we can simplify, you can cancel the things, means you can cancel the numerator as well as denominator and simply put it like this. So 45 divided by 67 ampere. That is the current through 12 ohm resistor as well as current through all the resistors in the circuit. Because all are in series only. So whenever resistors are in series, current remains same through all the resistors. Okay. Fifth problem. What is the highest and lowest total resistance that can be secured by combinations of 4 coils of resistances, and these 4 coils are having resistance values as 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm. And we have to find which one? The highest value of resistance. So when we are connecting all these 4 resistances, what is the highest value of resistance as well as what is the lowest value of resistance? Okay. So whenever we are connecting resistors in series, this resistance value will increase. Effective resistance will increase. That means if we want to find the highest value of resistance, so what we have to do is we have to connect all these resistors in series. Okay. And similarly, if we want to find the lowest value of effective resistance, so at that time what we have to do, we have to connect all these resistors in parallel. So whenever we are connecting resistors in series, effective resistance will be increasing. So we can increase the effective resistance. So if we want to decrease the effective resistance, what we have to do is we have to connect all these resistors in parallel. Okay. So first one is to find which one? Highest resistance. So highest effective resistance. Effective resistance. That means we have to connect all the resistances in which one? Series. Okay. So how will you find effective resistance? R. So in this case, how will you find effective resistances? So when they are in series means you have to simply add all these things. So 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24. So when you are adding all these things, you will be getting nearly 34, I think. It's 38. So 38 ohm. So this 38 ohm is the total effective resistance, highest value of effective resistance. So how we are getting this highest value? We are connecting in series. So whenever in series combination, resistors are in series combination, effective resistance will increase. So this is the highest value of effective resistance. Similarly, second one they are asking lowest value of effective resistance. Lowest effective resistance. That means at the time how will you find this effective resistance? 1 by R. So 1 by R. So 1 divided by effective resistance. Because they are in parallel. Okay. So 1 by R equals 1 by R1. What is R1 here? 4. Plus 1 by R2. 8. Plus 1 by R3. 12. Plus 1 by R4. That is how much? 24. So we have taken 4 ohm as R1. This is R2. R3. And this one is R4. Okay, and here we have added all these resistors because everything in series. And here we have to take reciprocal. And here I am giving RS because in series combination. And here I am putting RP. That means parallel combination. That is equivalent to, now we can take this 24. Now we can take LCM here. So everything can be divided by 24. Okay, so I am taking 24 as the LCM. So 24 divided by 4, 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That is equivalent to 12. 12 divided by 24. So we are getting 12 by 24. that is 1 by Rp. So 1 by Rp reciprocal of effective resistance is given as how much? 12 by 24. And what we need to find out? Rp. Take the reciprocal. So Rp equals 24 divided by 12. That is how much? 2 ohm. So this 2 ohm is the lowest resistance that we can make using all these 4 resistors. And this 38 ohm is the maximum resistance that we can make using all these 4 resistors. Okay, this is indirect way they are asking. Okay, instead of directly asking to find series combination as well as parallel combination, so they are asking to find highest value of resistance. So whenever they are asking highest value means you have to do which one? Series combination. And whenever they are asking lowest value means we have to do which one? Parallel combination.